Good evening, friends, and welcome to the Jackery channel. We'll be switching cameras very shortly. To showcase tonight. I know you probably saw us all last week. Hey, we're back again. Why not? Guys, we have a great show lined up for you. We have a bunch of amazing stuff for you as well. We are going to have a bunch of fun with this. Now, I want to make sure that the stream is looking good. It looks like we had a little blurb there for a second. Not sure what that was about, but hey, we're here. We're going to have fun. We're going to have a nice little show. Is it pausing on everybody else's side as well? Or is it just me? Fernando, welcome. Good evening, buddy. Good evening. Fernando, do you see the issue with app as well? Are you seeing it? It was showing something weird. I don't know what it was, but hey, it's there. All right, we are going to do this. We're going to show you guys some stuff, and I'm going to actually show you guys something cool. I got this actually in the mail today. We've been talking about this, showcasing this, or talking about this, guys, quite a bit. I finally have it to show you guys, so I'm going to be getting some videos out of this. This is the Jackery 102-watt power brick. It's a 3-plug style system that can plug into your wall. It does come with a 100-watt cable, which is going to be kind of cool. I'm going to have fun with that. We're going to mess with that at some point, and all of the other cool little jazz. But remember, Jackery makes a lot of great stuff, including power bricks to charge your phones. I love that idea. Now, we're going to start this show off with, of course, that 1000 V2, which is actually a #1 selling product over here on Amazon, which is amazing to see. And that's because Jackery works so hard to make a beautiful product that should fit everybody's needs. Now, the 1000 V2, we are using it tonight, but we're only using it for one product tonight on hand. If I move over to the table, you guys will see the actual products laying there. If we zoom on in, you guys are going to see a bunch of amazing products, but we're going to that one right there, the 1000 V2. Now, the 1000 V2 is 1,070 watt-hours of power that can be fully charged in a 1-hour charge time in emergency mode if you really need to. Your standard charging on this device will be a 2-hour time with that. 2 hours times is perfectly well for 1,070 watt-hours of power. In emergency situations, Jackery said, hey, let's give them a 1-hour charge time, and that's where it's really at. Now, it is full app control. 98% of the products you see tonight will have app access for you, so you guys can access those apps on hand. Now, 1,070 watt-hours of power. It's got a 12-volt 10-amp DC plug on that side. It's like a cigarette lighter adapter plug. You're going to have a flashlight that does single light mode or SOS pattern for those of you that need it. Below that are 2 USB-C ports. We have the 30-watt port unplugged tonight, and we have the 100-watt port being used tonight. Below that is the 18-watt USB-A port, which you can't technically see today, but it's there, trust me. Beside that is going to be the 3 AC outlets. Those 3 AC outlets are going to do 1,500 watts of pure sine wave power. You guys can peak it at 3,000 if you truly needed to. Standard 2-hour charge time on a wall plug. You're good to go. Bob's your uncle, right? If you need to, though, you guys could do solar charging or car outlets. It take about 2.5 hours to get that. But you guys can, of course, charge at it up, ready to go, and fast charging capabilities for those of you that need to get it charged. Now, of course, the app control means you guys have full access to change like battery settings. You guys can, of course, mess with other devices as well, as including auto time off, energy savings modes. You can even change the device name. So let's say you have a couple 1000 V2s. Change the device name, and that way in the app, it'll say James's 1000 V2. Or it'll say, of course, Fernando's 1000 V2. It really just names whatever you do. With it, though, you guys can run multiple devices without a problem. 1150-watt window AC should be able to run for about an hour's time on this, which is decent. It's not a bad runtime with that. UL drop tested at, of course, UL 2743 drop protection on all of these devices. You're also going to have a UL 94V-0 flame retardant material, which is also beautifully well done. Now, 14 laptop charges, 10 hours with the standard Starlink, 29 with the Starlink Mini, maybe 20 drone batteries. You guys could do, of course, 14 hours with the mini fridge, even 14 hours with the TV if you wanted to. You guys could use it as a UPS, uninterruptible power supply with a 20 milliseconds of switchover. It's a very, very well done product. That 1000 V2 is phenomenal. I mean, you guys could do rice cookers on this and everything else in between. Phil, what's up, buddy? What is up, Phil? Phil, what's going down, my guy? Yeah, I'm definitely here, buddy. James is in the house. I'm in the house. Really am. So 1000 V2, guys, is a phenomenal product at a decent price point. I mean, it's $799. It's $799. It's a really, really well done product just to be had. I love that capability. Let me make sure. Fernando, are there any? I don't think there is. I'm checking. I think on the page there's a buy one for $429 code. I'm not sure if that code is qualifies, but I just need to make sure. Bill, what you doing, man? What's going on, Phil? Bill, what's going on, guy? So 1000 V2 by itself, beautifully well done. Okay, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Now, we've shown you guys the power station. Power station's beautiful. They have a lot of different sizes products, and the cool part is they're actually going into the market for that. And this is the really cool part. Like I was just showing everybody, Jackery makes a power brick. It's a 102 watt charging power brick to charge through USB-C port. That's really kind of cool. It's a great little piece. This is going to be fun to be messing with. So, wide variety of products. The 1000 V2 by itself is going to do well for you, but add a solar panel and you guys have a $1,300 package. You have the 1000 V2 and a 200 watt solar panel. I believe if you guys go to Amazon page and you click that savings code, you guys can actually get it for like $749. $749 with that, of course, as well. My power stations are all ready to go in case this. What are you worried about? Are you having that major thunderstorm too? Like I'm under thunderstorm warning right now, but I'm not sure. Are you under it? So with the single solar panel, guys, you have a decent charge time. It's probably about 4.5 hours or so, or 5 hours. With two of these 200 watt panels, you're gonna have a 2.5 hour charge time, but you still have that amazing station that's gonna do what you need when you need to do it. That's the beautiful part about it. Unfortunately, Amazon customer, I am just a streamer. I don't actually work at Jackery. So I do apologize for that. So I cannot answer that question. We do have members of Jackery around in chat, and they might be able to answer something like that. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I'm multi-streaming, so I'm not just a Jackery streamer. Unfortunately, I couldn't answer. Now with it, we're gonna move over to the 2000 V2, which is the big brother to the 1000 V2. Now this is actually kind of a cool one. If we move over, you guys will see it right here. That is the 2000 V2. Now the 2000 V2 is 2042 watt hours of power in a beautiful package. I mean, you went from 24 pounds on the 1000 V2 to about 39 pounds with this system. It is a little bit heavier for those of you that need something of that size. And of course, you guys can see all the plugs, the connectabilities, and everything back there for you with it. It's going to have the same plugs and usages as the 1000 V2. So that's the cool part about this. Now, it's going to be like $849. If you use like the discount code, it's $1,500 product. So let's just go there. $1,500, you're getting 2,042 watt hours of power that can still be fully charged in 2 hours time. Standard quick charging. If you need to activate the emergency switch inside the Charge Shield 2.0 inside the app, 1 hour emergency charge rate. So you guys know that power's coming or the power outage is coming. You guys can actually have it charged at that time frame, up, running ready in an hour's time, just in case emergencies. That's kind of cool. Now, just like the other one, it's got a flashlight. The flashlight does 3 modes of brightness: standard, highlight, or SOS pattern. You're going to have that display in the middle. You're going to have the 12-volt 10-amp plug. Below that's the 2 USB-C ports and the USB-A port. So you got the 100-watt port. You have the 30-watt port. And you have that 18-watt USB-A port. You have 3 standard American plugs that are going to do 2200 watts of pure sine wave. Now, 2200 watts of pure sine wave is actually beautiful. It's a well done system. If you want that clean, pure power. You guys can peak at 4400 if you really need to. So let's say you really got to get something powered up, maybe a larger system. This will allow for that. And then, of course, it's got intelligent battery management systems, multiple temperature systems, readers, and everything else. Wow, Phil's over here now, too. What's up, buddy? My chat's just blown up with Phil everywhere. Major flooding tonight in New Jersey State of Emergency. Oh, man, sorry to hear that. Hopefully you will be okay. We are under, I think, thunderstorm warning right now, but yeah, we don't have the flooding like you, buddy. So you have your quick charging at 2-hour standard on a wall, 1 hour in emergency situations. If you had multiple solar panels, you guys can have this charged in about 2.5 hours as well. Now, with it, you guys could run a lot more with this. Like a 200-watt desktop PC can run for about 12 hours. So 12-hour runtime on a PC gets you through a nice power outage. For the 520-watt double-door refrigerators, over 4 hours of runtime. You guys could do about 3 hours with the coffee maker, maybe a crock pot for a couple hours. Maybe you guys want to do about 60 cell phone charges. Do it. You guys can do it. Maybe you're at the job site. You're out cleaning up the job site. About 2.5 hours runtime with the shop vac, which is actually really decently well done. For the other people that want to take it on road trips, go ahead and do so. It'll allow you to run heated blankets, air mattresses. It'll allow you to charge your phones. If you guys have the adapter to charge car batteries, you can do that as well. And they do have a little plug-in adapter that does that, so that's kind of cool. So 2000 V2, phenomenal product, does really well for those of you that need a system of this style. If you don't want the system by itself, you guys can get it as a package deal with the dual solar panels. Now, that product is actually just as beautifully well done. It's going to be about $849 normal price. Oh, whoa. Fernando coming in with the discount codes, guys. So, we showed you guys that 1000 V2, normally $800 price tag. You guys can get it for $429. The 2000 V2, normally a $1,500 price tag. You guys can get it, of course, for $849. $849 with that discount code. Or if you want it with, of course, the dual solar panels. You guys can get it with dual solar panels, and I love that idea. Dual solar panels are beautifully well done price point. And of course, I believe the link is not popping up for the... Make sure. Why is that not coming up? Oh, it looks like the 2000 V2, the dual solar panels, is actually sold out, guys. Looks sold out. I can't get it to pop up for that price point. All right, if you don't need a system of that size, maybe you need something a little bit larger, like what's on that back of that table. Now, we're going to talk about the big boy to the right, or to my right, the 3000. Now, this is a package deal. This is the 3000 Pro with dual solar panels. Now, get them while they last. I'm just going to say it. You know what? Fernando, can you check, is the 3000 Pro with solar panels unavailable? I believe the 3000 Pro with solar panels is sold out. Boy. I believe they're sold out, guys. You guys can see where you're dropping codes in chat, you guys, if you need to. So we're going to move from the 3000 Pro to the brother next door. And this brother next door packs more of a punch. All right. Yeah, I saw that. So All right. I love to see that they are sold out. That's amazing. That means you guys were going crazy ham on those deals last week. We're going to talk about the 4000 kit then. This is the 2000 plus. Same housing as the 3000 Pro. It just has a little bit smaller of a battery by itself, but you guys can add batteries to this one. Now, with this device, you're going to get the battery sitting above it. You're going to get the station on the table. You're going to get 2 of those 200-watt solar panels. This product is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's a 12% savings, I believe. It's like $43.99. At that price point, it's just a crazy deal. Now, here's the cool part. There is a discount code on Amazon. There's a discount code on Amazon, guys. Get it for $2,999 with that. So you got to click and redeem that discount code. When you click and redeem it, you guys can get it for $3,000. Now, 2,042 watt hours of power in this system itself. I'm going to come down here. We're going to zoom in on the system because I want to show you guys a little bit of a close-up with this. I know it's a little dark. Unfortunately, I had a light quit before we got on here. It was not charged properly. We're just going to work with it tonight. You have 2 USB-C ports, 100 watts max charging capability. 2 USB-A ports at 18 watts max charging capability. A 12 volt 10 amp DC plug sitting under a cover. You have a larger display that looks like it has my fingerprint on the front from me putting it up there today. I did not realize that. Would have wiped it off. Then you guys have, of course, that 5 AC outlets. Now, you have a NEMA-style plug that can be used to connect up to a manual transfer station. Or you guys can actually do what's called 5 plugs all together running. Now, these 5 plugs are going to do 3,000 watts of power, but can peak at 6,000 if you really need to. 4 of those are standard 3 prongs, guys, and then you have that 5th NEMA-style plug. 2 hours is your charge time on a wall plug. If you had 6 of the 200-watt solar panels, 2 hours would be your charge time as well. It's coming with 2 of those panels. This system, of course, does come with the battery. So instead of having 2,042 watt hours of power, you have, of course, 4,085 watt hours of power in, of course, this beautiful package. Now, the system itself does have 2 large 3-inch wheels. It's going to have a metal handle that folds up inside the housing and 2 large orange handles to allow you to, of course, pick it up and set it on the table for you. Now, with that variations, guys, you have a lot of going on with this. What could you run off of this device? You could run your 520-watt refrigerator for over 7 hours. You guys can do, of course, induction heaters, ACs, microwaves. So, like, let's say your 1150-watt window AC could run for almost 4 hours with the battery. Because you're over 3,000 kilowatts of power, you guys can unlock the 30% tax credit with the Residential Clean Energy Program and get that tax credit, which is great. Now, with this product, you can do so much more. You can have 5 batteries total. 5 batteries is going to give you guys about 12 kilowatts of power. Now, 12 kilowatts of power is probably enough power to run your home for at least a few days. And I like that idea. You could run your home for a few days. The cool part is link it up with the second 2000 plus and 10 batteries, and you guys will have 24 kilowatts. That's almost close enough to do at least 5 days of runtime in your home with most of your standard appliances. Now, that's great in all options. The cool part, I was telling you, 2 hours standard charging on a wall plug, 2 hours if you had 6 solar panels. Jackery said, hey, let's let them connect up to 6 panels per battery. Now, the 1000 V2 kit does not allow for that with the battery. The 2000 does. I'm back. I was at Cedar Point. What were you doing at Cedar Point? Well, welcome back, Trevor. Welcome back. The phenomenal product, very, very well done for you guys. Could even be charged on your car outlet in your car for about 25 hours if you need to. 4 kilowatts with 1 battery, 6 kilowatts with 2 batteries. You guys can, of course, do the double kit as well, linking them together, and that's really, really great on top of it. But you could run, let's say, a CPAP machine off of this with the battery for about 300 hours. You guys could do, of course, 3 to 4 hours with your microwave, 4.5 to 5 hours or more with the coffee maker. I was about to say, got sidetracked. 28 hours with the movie projector on this kit, 2 hours with your hair dryer, or if you really want to, a MIG welder could weld outside for a little over an hour and 20 minutes with this 4,000 kit. Now, remember, I said that 4,000 kit has a clippable coupon on Amazon to get it for a $3,000 price tag. So why not sleep on that deal? Check it out and, of course, have fun. Trevor says he was at Cedar Point. Don't mind me, guys. It's been a week of talking. My voice is slightly a little hickey. So we're drinking lots of water. If you don't want a system of this size, we can step down. We can talk about the 500. Now, the 500s are really cool. This is one of their original housings. You're going to notice it looks a little bit different than the other systems. We're going to move on over to it right there. We're going to bring you guys in a little bit closer. Now, the 500 is coming in at $499. Well, that's not it, guys. You guys can get it for $329 tonight if you redeem the coupon code on Amazon. Are you under? Yep, I'm under a thunderstorm warning. Bill is in flood warning. Bill's under flood watch. Now, with the 500, you have 518 watt hours of power in an 13-pound package. 13 pounds is it. 13 pounds is very light, very capable of being carried and taken in pretty much wherever you want to go with this. Now, it has a flashlight on the side. We normally show it tonight. I'm not going to rush and show this one. It's just standard lighting and SOS patterns with that flashlight. Your display on this one does look a little different than some of the others. It's a little bit smaller, different colorways, but works phenomenally well. You're going to have multiple ports of connections on the front of this. You have, of course, that 3-prong AC outlet right there on the bottom. We'll zoom you on in there real close. It's going to do 500 watts of pure sine wave power. Can peak at 1,000 if you really need to. You have 3 USB-A ports, 5 volt, 2.4 amps, perfectly set for most of your standard USB plugs. If you guys need to, use a USB-A to USB-C adapter, and you guys, of course, can run USB-C devices off of it. On the opposite side is going to be 6.5 millimeter plugs. Now, those 6.5 millimeter adapter plugs are your DC outputs. With those, you're going to be able to connect up to maybe like laptops or other devices that may charge through that type of cable. It's just one of them things. You're going to have that 12 volt 10 amp cigarette lighter plug. Beautiful. Above that is your 8 millimeter DC input port. The input port's going to be for your wall charger, your solar charger, and of course, your beautiful cigarette lighter adapter plug that you guys could charge in your car. Amazingly well done. You could run, let's say, 8 hours with a single piston air compressor pump. You could do maybe 50 to 60 minutes with a blender. You could do, of course, about 30 hours with the laptop, 7 hours with the TV, 9 hours with the mini cooler. The range of varieties of pieces will, of course, just go with there. About 9 hours with the CPAP machine with, of course, a heated mask. At least 9 hours. 4 hours with the heated blanket, maybe 9 hours with the mini cooler. Guys, you want to do, of course, rice cookers. Go ahead and do so. You could actually connect with the rice cooker with this. This is off topic. Yes, that is not off the topic, my guy. That is totally on the topic. If you are looking for something to get you through a natural disaster like a flood or a power outage, maybe a windstorm or something like that, if you have power, as long as that power station was not submerged in water, which, could happen, just find a good place for it, you could definitely use that to power your home. That is definitely a good option for that. It's going to allow you to do that. So most definitely. And yeah, a lot of people will use like gas generators to do that as well, but these will get you through those times. That's what these are definitely for. So I can give you a little bit of history of Jackery, kind of, Trevor. So Jackery was created in California with the idea of giving people a power source at a phenomenally great price point, but while allowing them to get through a brownout, blackout, power outage, natural disasters, and everything. So yes, you can definitely use this for those needs. Now, if you want the 500 guys with the 100-watt solar panel, I think it's like normally an $800 price tag. You guys can get it for $600. It's going to be that power station we just showed you, but it's going to be this bad boy solar panel right here. Now, bifacial charging charges from both sides, and it is perfectly well set. So $599 will be that price point, but you do have to, that was our initiative for tonight. We also have the 300 plus. 300 plus is going to be more of a handheld device. This is going to be a great little portable piece. I think it's coming in at like $219 tonight with the clippable coupon. You're going to get a great little product. Let me grab it. This, of course, is that beautiful little piece. If we kind of froze on Amazon, I do apologize. It's the app. It's not me. It's the app. I have no problems with this tonight. So hopefully you guys are seeing me and you're seeing me well. Now this, of course, is 288 watt hours of power that can be fully charged in under an hour and a half time, but it is only 8.2 or 8 pounds. 8 pounds is very lightweight. Has a handle that, of course, folds up, has the flashlight, display, 12 volt 10 amp plug, 300 watt AC outlet that can do 600 max if you need to, 100 watt bidirectional USB-C, and a 15 watt USB-C, and a 15 watt USB-A. Flashlight, single brightness or SOS pattern, app control, but under an hour and a half charge time with this 300 plus. Amazing little piece that'll allow you to run a Nintendo Switch for about 40 hours. It's going to allow you to do your flat screen TV for about 4.5 hours. It's going to allow you to do about 13 cell phone charges, maybe 15, 16 DSLR batteries. You guys could do about 4.5 hours with the house fan. But you can charge it in multiple ways. The wall plug, which is going to be on the side, under an hour and a half. The USB-C port, that 100 watt USB-C port, about a 3-hour charge time. 4.25 hours on a car plug inside your car. Phenomenal. I like that idea. If you guys had solar panels, it'll range anywhere from 4.5 hours to 7.5 hours, depending on the solar panel that you get. Now, with this device, it's phenomenally well done. It can run a Wi-Fi router for about 15.5 hours. It could do a 10 watt Bluetooth speaker for 18 hours. It could do, of course, a LED lamp for over 20 hours of runtime. It will work well. The variations will vary from what kit that you pick. Like, you guys could get it with the 100 watt solar panel. Now, that is going to be a phenomenal package. 100 watt solar panel will do well for you guys. No quarrels about that. Now, if you want, though, I believe that package is normally a $500 price point. I believe it's coming in at $398 after the clippable coupon for that one. So, great idea for that. With the 100 watt panel, it's going to be about a 4.5 hour charge time. If you want it, though, I would get it in the mini package deal. Get it with the mini 40. This is a 7.5 hour charge time, but it's only 11 pounds. Now, at 11 pounds, this is beautifully well done. You guys can take this. It will allow you to go and everything else in between. Phenomenally beautiful little product right here. So, great little options. 11 pound package. You have the 300 plus and solar panels in that kit. See, what do we have? Oh, we got the 1000 plus kit. This is a newer kit that I really love that they created. Now, with that being said, we're going to bounce over here. We're going to change camera views. We're going to say, hey, let's go here. Let's go across the table. Let's talk about the 1000 plus. Now, that is that power station right there. Katie, thank you for the follow. Rose, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. This is going to be a $1,200 package deal, normally $1,500. Clip the coupon, get it for $1,200. You're getting the 1,000 plus and 2 of the new 100 mini solar panels. Now, these solar panels are so new that even I don't have them yet. Can't show them to you. Once I do, I will definitely show you guys the 100 minis. Now, phenomenal kit right here. You guys have 1,264 watt hours of power in a 39-pound package by itself. Add the solar panels, you have a 52-pound package deal with cable. Now, your charge time will be under 2 hours on a wall plug, no problem. If you had 4 of those 100-watt solar panels, 4.5 hours would be your charge time. 4.5 hours of capability of being charged. I like that. And that's a really, really amazing little piece for this. Now, with the charge times that you have, you could run quite a bit. You have 2 USB-C ports to do 100 watts max charging, 2 USB-A ports to do 18 watts max charging, a 12-volt 10-amp DC plug, a flashlight does 3 modes, and of course 3 of those beautiful standard AC plugs on the front. Those are going to do 2,000 watts of pure sine wave power, can peak at 4,000. Still has app control. Irene, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Just like all of the other stations, can be used as an EPS or UPS emergency power supply with a 20 milliseconds of switchover, 30 decibels of noise level. They are silent. You do not really hear these running. Could run pretty much whatever you could want. 1,150 watt window AC for a little over an hour. You guys could do, I'm going to say 3.5 hours with a rice cooker if you wanted to. You could do maybe an hour and a half with the tea kettle, about an hour with the microwave. You guys could do space heaters, weed whackers. You guys could do, of course, your TVs, LED lighting. It has it all and can be done with this. It makes it a sustainable system to be said. Very, very phenomenal, beautiful little piece with this. The best part is if you want to, you guys can charge it 800 watts max. So let's say you had 4 of the 200 watt panels. You would have a 2-hour charge time. 2-hour charge time on this system. Crazy quick charge time. Now, this is normally a $1,500 price tag, but you're getting that 1,000 plus 2 of those new 100 watt mini solar panels. Now, we're going to go here. You're not just stuck with this system being by itself. Because it is the 1,000 plus, it can actually have batteries. You guys can connect up to 3 batteries to this to 5 kilowatts of power. 5 kilowatts of power is a decent amount of power to be had with that. So this is a very versatile, expandable system if you were looking for something like this. If you don't need something like that, then we have, of course, the 300 watt original. The 300 watt original is normally like $259. I think this is a $169 product for you tonight. And a 7-pound package. So 7 pounds is where you're going to be at with this. Now, 293 watt hours of power with this little device at $169 after the clickable coupon, if you guys click it. 3.5 hour charge time on a wall plug. 3.5 hours in a cigarette car lighter if you needed to. Multiple hours with the solar panel if you guys had the 100 watt solar panel. You guys could do that as well. Has, of course, 12-volt 10-amp plug hidden right there. Has a display still on this. If we touch that, turn the display on. You guys are going to have 2 AC outlets right there that do 300 watts of pure sine wave, can peak at 500. 2 USB-A ports, 1 USB-C port. That USB-C port is a bi-directional port. That means if you use the USB-C and wall plug together to charge this device, you have a 2-hour charge time. Now, what's on the opposite side is where you're going to plug in the wall plug, cigarette lighter, or, of course, your solar panel cables. Now, beautiful little piece that will allow you to run a Nintendo Switch for about 40 hours of runtime. 12 to 13 cell phone charges. 16 DSLR batteries, maybe 6 drone batteries. You guys could run your flat screen TV for over 4.5 hours. You could run your Wi-Fi router or modem for at least 15 hours to 16 hours off of this. It is only 7 pounds of weight. 7 pounds means you guys can take it anywhere. You guys can do arm pros. You can work out with it. Have 2 of these and start doing what I do. Yes, I talk with my hands a lot, so me moving my hands is natural for this. It's a phenomenally beautiful little piece. By itself, 169 is your final price tonight, but you guys can get it with, of course, the 100-watt solar panel as a package deal. I think that's like a $300 price point, so you're going to have a 4.5 hour charge time. 4.5 hours of charging right here. So, phenomenal idea. Pair it together, it's going to do well. Or if you really want to, go out there and get that Mini 40 solar panel, and you have another great option for those of you that need that. AC, thank you for the follow. Now we have the 240 V2 also in the carousel tonight. The 240 V2 is another great 8.2 pound package. It's coming in at like $174 after the clippable coupon. So if you guys need $174. Now 8 pounds. It is 256 watt hours of power, fully charged in under 2 hours. Now that's your wall plug charging capability at a fast charge rate. Now you have the single AC outlet, 300 watts max right there, 300 watts of pure sine wave, 600 max if you need to. 100 watt bi-directional USB-C port individually switched, 15 watt USB-C port, 15 watt USB-A port, 12 volt 10 amp, and of course that display and flashlight. With this device, 3 different ways of charging. The wall plug, standard, under 2 hours. If you had the 100 watt solar panel, you guys would have probably, I'm going to say here, maybe under 3 hours of charge time with that. If you had the Mini 40, about 7.5 hours. If you use the USB-C port by itself, 2 hours as a charge time. Now remember, if you use the USB-C port, you're going to need an adapter like this to charge. Jackery makes a 102 watt USB-C port for your wall. You have those options, just saying. You could run quite a bit, 16 hours with the 10 watt Bluetooth speaker, 12 cell phone chargers, 4 drone batteries, 3 laptops, maybe 14.5 hours with your Wi-Fi router, 4 hours with the fan, maybe 4 hours with the flat screen TV. But at $179, you have a phenomenal product. $174, you have a phenomenal product. I'm going to always tell you guys, though, get it with the solar panel package. Now, this is going to be an 11-pound package deal. That means it's very portable, very accessible. You guys can get it for $249 tonight. It's going to be this kit. Now, the Mini 40 solar panel is fully waterproof, water resistant, harsh and wet weather, can be taken anywhere, weighs less than 2.5 pounds. It's 2.5 pounds, guys. It's the size of a 3 miter. I'm going to always gear you towards this package deal. Get the package deal. You can't go wrong with this. This would be a great bug out bag for those of you that needed it during quick emergencies. This is a nice little portable variation that'll allow you to charge your phones, flashlights, and other devices. So, 240 V2 with Mini 40, full app control, and all of the accessibilities that you could ever want. See here. Ooh, the 3000's completely sold out. All right, we're going to move over to their biggest station. We're going to start talking about the 5000 plus. You guys can get the 5000 plus tonight for $34.99, I think. $34.99 is going to be that price point, and it's a great price point. You will have to use the code that we shared in chat to get it for that price point. When I do this, we're going to show you guys a product that is phenomenal. This is that big bad boy right here, the 5000 plus. Now, the 5000 plus is over 5,040 watt hours of power. 5,040 watt hours of power. With this, you guys have a handle that's right here, and this handle can actually fold up, hide away. There's 2 more handles on the sides to help you lift it. It is a 132-pound package, though. Be careful with this. This is actually amazing. It's phenomenal. It's beautiful. But it's got a lot of connectabilities with this. You have that beautiful 12 volt 10 amp plug on the front, right? You're going to have that larger display. You're going to have 2 USB-C ports, 2 USB-A ports. Now, when I do this, we're going to bring you guys in a little closer. We're going to bring you guys in a lot closer. And you guys can see all these ports a lot easier. 100 watts USB-C's max charging capability. 18 watts max USB-A ports. 4 AC outlets on the front that do 7,200 watts of sine wave at 120 volts. Amazingly well done for this connectability. That is not where they leave it because there are more ports to be had on this device. So if I roll it to the side, you're going to see an AC expansion port. The AC expansion port right here is meant for connecting up to a smart transfer station or a second power station of its sizing. With that, you're going to have two NEMA plugs down below, L14-30 and a 14-50. Now, these are dual voltage systems, so 120 and 240. That means at 240 volts, you guys can connect up to your RV, your motorhomes, your central ACs, your house dryers through these plugs with an adapter. For the RV connectors, guys, the L14-30 to T30 adapter is needed. The 14-50 to T30 adapter will be needed. With the smart transfer station, you guys will connect it up to your electrical circuit breaker box on your home. It's going to allow you to charge at 4,000 watts, which means you can have this fully charged in under 2 hours' time. Because Jackery just can't leave it alone ever, they said, hey, let's add more to it. We're going to flop, we're going to move, we're going to scroll down here, and I'm going to come over here. We're going to bring you guys in a little bit closer. We're going to laugh at how dark it looks. You're going to notice the bottom port. That bottom port is a DC expansion port. The DC expansion port is going to allow you to connect up to batteries. Each battery will be 5,040 watt hours of power. So you guys can do 5 batteries. With 5 batteries, you have 30 kilowatts of power. With that, you have an AC expansion port. That's your standard wall plug. It's going to allow you to have this fully charged in about 3.5 hours at 1,800 watts. Now, we have dual solar charging capabilities. When you pop this panel off, you're going to notice the 8mm 80-20 adapter DC plugs. This is going to allow you to charge at 1,200 watts of charge rate on low power solar or low solar power. That's going to have you guys charged at about 4 to 5 hours. I think it's a 5-hour charge time. With this, you have high power solar array. See this little red and green square? By switching the switch, you guys activated high power solar array right here through the high power solar plugs. This is going to allow you to charge at 4,000 watts of charging on this device. With the 4,000 watts of charging, guys, under 2 hours charged, you're good to go. Now, high power solar array is going to be your large solar arrays on the top of your house, your sheds, your motorhomes, or other devices to be had. With this device, it does quite a bit, and there's a whole bunch to this, and I'm going to kind of go into depth with this. So you have 4 to 5 different ways of charging. That alone is enough to sell to me. I mean, honestly, I love the amount of different ways I can charge with this. It can be used in 2 different ways, though. So as an emergency power supply or an EPS, you guys can use it as a 20 millisecond switchover just as it is. You go into the app and the app control, and you guys can switch it to, of course, 0 milliseconds of switchover. That means uninterruptible power supply. It is not interrupted whatsoever. That's going to be great for, like, your Wi-Fi connections, your PCs, your data centers, your home mining, your refrigerators, your medical devices. Everything with that is phenomenal, beautifully done. Now, you have, of course, the Smart App Control, which is going to allow you to see generation and consumption of solar, generation and consumption of your home power grid. It's also going to allow you to do, of course, monitoring and, of course, real tracking of solar input speeds. You can also optimize for scheduling of energy savings. So your electric company usually charges you more during a certain time of the day. By knowing what time your electric company charges you that, you run your house off of this system, and then you will charge this during non-peak hours through your power grid. So you are actually saving quite a bit. Or use solar and you don't have to worry about it. It is, of course, LiFePO 4 cells, cell-to-body technology, Charge Shield 2.0 with the quick charge rates. It's 132 pounds. Now, by itself, you should be able to run your home for at least a day or 2 with standard appliances, right? And that's great. Just by itself, you guys could do, let's say, your refrigerators, your microwaves, your coffee makers, your tea kettles, your electric stoves, your freezers, and everything else in between. You guys could do, of course, your portable ACs, your light bulbs. You could do Wi-Fi routers. You guys could do your Nintendo Switches and everything in between. But we have more to this because let's go here. Your TV, your 60-watt TV could run for about 2 hours off of this device without charging the device. You could run your house dryer for over 3 hours and dry your clothes off of this device without charging it. You could do your central AC for about 2 hours. You could do your 1150 watt to 2000 watt window AC for almost 4 to 4.5 hours. Phenomenal. Add 5 batteries and you guys can run most of those appliances for at least 7 days without an issue. Jackery's like, no, we're not done there. Let's let them connect up a second system. When you connect up a second system, you can have 10 batteries. By having 10 batteries, you guys can actually run this at a phenomenal killer rate of at least a minimum of 14 to 15 days. Now, 14 to 15 days out of crazy $3,499 price tag. It's beautiful. It's an amazing system. Now, you guys can also get that system with the 500X solar panel. If you get it with the 500X solar panel, it's like a 52 day. It's a phenomenal panel. It's a beautiful panel. I would definitely check out if I were you. With that, that is the 500X. Is there any questions to be asked? Go ahead and ask. I'm going to check chat, guys. Make sure I'm not missing anything. We're coming up to the last stretch of products. We're at the time that we're going to start showing you guys solar panels, and I am like really, really hot right now. So we're going to start off with the 100-watt Solar Saga. Now, the 100-watt Solar Saga is just that. It's a beautiful bifacial solar panel. This solar panel is, I think, I'm going to say it's $299 for this panel. And $299, you're getting a great panel. What's up, Sheila? How are you doing? Sheila, what's going on? What's cracking? Sheila's coming in towards the end of the show. What's up with that? I feel like she was sleeping or something. Anybody notice the 2 colored arms? My driving arm? Non-driving arm? Oh. All right, this is the 100-watt Solar Saga, guys. This is a bifacial solar panel. It's a nice, large solar panel. It's got beautiful CNO offers. What do you mean? We're posting those offers. So if you want to see the discounts, you got to go to the pages and click them. You got to go to the pages and click them. Let's see. Are these new? What are you talking about? I'm missing. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Sheila. All right, bifacial charging, 100 watts, 18 volts, has a beautiful built-in kickstands with, of course, elastic straps and a Velcro strapping to hold it in place. You have 2 of those on each side. It's going to allow you to charge on both sides. So you have the blue monocrystalline solar side that's going to allow for the reflective charging. If we unsnap these rings, you guys are going to notice that we go from this very, very thin panel to an unfolded, very long panel. And it is, of course, super, super long with this. So you have that nice, long panel. Now, this black side is going to be the main side that the solar or sun is going to hit. Now, this is going to give you guys the most charge rate. This will give you about a 25% efficiency, even in low light settings, so you don't have to worry about it. It's a nice, beautiful panel. Fully waterproof, water resistant, IP68 rating. Now, that rating means you guys can leave it outside in the rain, in a flood, in everything. Just tie it down so it doesn't go away. I like this idea. Now, because it's got the blue side on the back, it's going to get a reflective charge. So whatever light bounces on the ground and reflects back, it's going to help charge at a better rate. That's the best part about this. Now, this panel can work on pretty much every system they have, from the 100 plus all the way up if you really needed to. Now, would I put this on the 500 or the 5,000 plus? Not really. On the 500, yeah. The 1,000, sure. If you put it on, let's say the 2000 V2s or that, it's going to be a longer runtime. I would go with the bigger panel. But this is a beautiful panel, fully foldable and portable. I like the idea that I can fold it up this flat, hide it in the back of my car while I'm traveling, and not have so much space taken up. So Jackery did really good with that. Yeah, so a lot of the deals, Sheila, are on the pages. We do have some discount codes that we are sharing. So it's one of those things. Now we're going to talk about the 200-watt solar panel up next. I'm going to actually move over to this. Let's grab the media source. Let's grab this panel. This is the 200-watt Solar Saga. Now this is a larger panel. It is a $700 panel. I'm going there. So $700 is the price point for this panel. Now, this panel is, we're going to go here. So the panel I'm showing you guys in the video is kind of the older model of it. You guys are going to get the bifacial solar panel. I don't have the 200-watt bifacial to show you guys, but the 200-watt bifacial is going to be like the one I just showed you, the 100-watt. It's going to allow for reflective charging and, of course, everything else in between. It is a large panel. It's 92 inches long. It is still, of course, a monocrystalline silicon base. With this one, though, it's going to give you guys about a 26.7% efficiency in low light settings for that charge rate. Now, it is made with their IBC technology, which should outperform PERC panels. So for those of you using PERC panels, it should outperform those very, very easily and well with this. Now, it is a beautiful panel. It's going to come with a 10-foot cable. It's going to come with the 8020 adapter to 7909, a downplay adapter, an angle adapter, and everything. It's a great, great panel. This is going to work well for like the 1000 V2, the original 1000s on up to all of the larger stations. You guys can use 2000 V2, 2000 pluses, the new 3000 system. You guys could use it on, of course, the 2000 plus, 2000 Pro, 1500 Pros, all of those in between whatsoever. You have a great quick usability with this, and it's going to work very, very well. That 200-watt panel is a crazy beautiful panel. If you don't need a panel of that size, you guys can get that little mini 40. Now I'm going to talk about it. The little mini 40, guys, is $89. Now at $89, it's a 30% savings. Normally it's $120. This is one of their most portable and accessible solar panels. It is the size of a 3-ring binder. It is 12 inches tall, 10 inches wide, half-inch thick at its thickest point, has their beautiful logo on this nice clasp. It also has those press rings, so you guys can actually, of course, tie them down in times of need. But it's got a magnetic clasp. You just literally magnetically stick it to hold it shut. When you do this, I'm going to pop it open. You actually have a nice, decent-sized solar panel. This panel is decently sized. For 40 watts of charging, it's going to do well for like the 100 plus, all the way up to the 500 if you really wanted to. Do I recommend the 500? Not always, but you could. 300s, 240s, guys, that 100 plus, this is going to work well. This is a great portable panel. It's the size of a 3-ring binder. You can put this in a backpack and not worry about it. That's the great idea. Still IP68 rating. So that IP68 rating, fully waterproof, water resistant, can be left out in the rain, left out in a storm. It's not going to hurt it. It's actually a very, very thick little panel, and you guys can actually see the thickness of each little piece of this. Now, is it the world's thickest panel? No, it's not. But it is thick enough that I do not have to worry about it. It's a phenomenal piece. It's very durable, very user-friendly, and accessible. This is a great portable little panel. At $89, this thing's crazy. I love the Mini 40. I actually have 2 of these guys. I have 2 of these Mini 40s. I love that much. Any questions about the Mini 40? I see no questions. I get it. You guys had a long week last week. Definitely was a long week last week. All right, we're going to move on to their DIY bifacial 100 Prime. Now, we're going to talk about this. This is their It's a solid tempered glass solar panel. Now, solid tempered solar glass, it is a $300 price point. It's going to give you guys 25% efficiency in converting light to power in low light settings. It can be used in 185-degree weather, down to -40. So if you guys are in Arizona, this thing can be used. Now, this is a fully glass panel. I'm going to grab it. We're going to come over here, and you guys can see this. Glass does not fold. This is the way it is. It's got a metal housing all the way around it. It's, of course, that beautiful black side that's going to get the most of the light. This can be used in a couple ways. Now, I'm going to go here. If you put it at a 25-degree angle, it's going to get that we were showing you. If you can't put it in an angle, lay it flat, and it'll still charge it over about 23.5% efficiency in the light standings. And 100% light like it is right now, summer, it's going to get a full charge at 100 watts. Don't worry about it. Now, on the back side of this, when we pop this over, is a permanently mounted cable. It is 10 feet long, so you have enough length for this. It is built with an Anderson plug on the end. The Anderson plug will allow you to connect up to more than just one of these with that, and that's the cool piece with this. Now, with that, you also have the adapter, and this adapter is going to allow you to, of course, connect up to and control other pieces on hand from, let's say, like your 80/20 adapter, so you guys can put it on like the 300s or any system. The 100 panel will work on all of those systems. It has 12 pre-drilled holes to allow you to use the bracketry. It does come with 4 Z brackets. It's going to come with self-tapping screws. It's going to come with, of course, stainless steel hardware to allow you to mount all of this. So 12 individually pre-drilled holes all the way around. You pick and choose how you want to mount it. And that's the cool idea with this. Because you guys can put it on your motorhomes, you guys can put it on your shed, you guys can put it on your garage, you guys can put it on a stand out on the side. It will allow you to mount it in everything, including those of you that have, let's say, a patio. If you live in an apartment, you guys can put it on a patio. Now, this is the reflective side. You guys can see that blue colorway. So that's going to give the reflective light of that reflective charge, which is cool. Great little piece. Just be careful. It is glass. So that is the 100 prime solar panel. Now, the 100 prime panel is beautiful. It's going to work on pretty much whatever station you guys want to connect it up to and use it with. So any questions about that? Now, guys, like I said, we had all of those great deals. I'm gonna reshare a couple of these codes in chat. We're gonna show you guys the 1000 V2 code right now, so you guys can get it at, I think it's like $429 for the 1000 V2. You guys can get, of course, that 5000 plus at $34.99. $34.99 is a great price point for that 5000 plus. Just go in there. For the rest of you, if you guys really want to, hey, let's go here. You guys can get a lot of cool stuff. I'm going. I like this. You guys can get that 2000 plus system, of course, with that. That 4000 kit's a crazy price point of a kit. You can also get the 1000 plus system with solar panels at a phenomenal price point as well. A lot of these systems have discount codes on Amazon pages for you. So check those pages out. And of course, always thank you. Now, guys, that is the end of our show tonight. What I can tell you is we will be back here next Monday. So you guys are going to have a week without us. A week without us. We'll be back next Monday. Next Monday, we're going to have a bunch more crazy deals for you guys. So hopefully, if you haven't, hit that follow button. Hit the live notification button. We will be back. With that, Fernando, thank you for all your help. Trevor, thanks for hanging out. Sheila, thank you as well. Phil, if you're still around, buddy, thank you. I will see you guys next Monday. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. We'll see you on the next show. Later, everybody.